Hello and welcome back to episode 89 of Tape to the Skies, St Albans FC. We're back, about to go into January, and we've had a very good run of not losing. We've only picked up a couple of wins along the way. So following the win against Barnsley in the last episode, we then lost 4-3 to Bournemouth in a game that I wasn't overly upset about because it is Bournemouth, they're a very good team. We did then lose 2-0 to West Brom, which again, I wasn't sure how to feel. They're a good team, but they are also struggling. But then we bounced back, 3-1 win against bottom of the table Wrexham. We drew 1-1 with Huddersfield Town, with a late equaliser for them. Then we drew 2-2 with Sheffield United, with an even later equaliser for them. Then we drew 2-2 with Stoke, with another late equaliser. Then we beat Hull 3-0. Just absolutely smashed them out of the park. Then we drew 2-2 with Millwall. This one wasn't a late equaliser, it was actually us equalising early in the second half. Then we drew 1-1 with Birmingham. So we've liked our draws in recent weeks. And most recently, we got a 3-2 win against Sunderland. Very good result there. And it sees us climb into 10th place. We're 8 points away from the playoff zone. So we're going to be in that battle if we can pick up a few more wins, particularly if we can turn some of these draws into wins. We have got a tough game today. It's Crystal Palace, who are sat third in the table, and we've also got Brentford in the FA Cup, Premier League team, the team that got promoted from the Championship last year. So 2 tough games today. But if we can come out with results in either of them, we'll be quite happy. So let's head into the Crystal Palace game. And the lineup for the Crystal Palace game, we've got Walsh in goal, a back three of Ari, Phillips and Mackie. Then we've got Mensah as the holding midfielder, Higgins, Donaldson, Maloney and Fawn as the middle four, and then Sharp and Devani as the front two. We've gone back to the 3-1-4-2 at the moment because Bennett's been out of an injury. It did get us the win against Hull and the most recent win against Sunderland. So we're giving it another chance. It seems to have been a bit more familiar to the team, so it seems to be going well. So a free kick for Crystal Palace early on. It's played around and sent out to Davies on the right-hand side for a chance to cross the ball in. Plays it to Donnelly on the edge, whose shot is blocked. And then it comes to Galumi on the edge, whose shot is tipped over the bar by Walsh. Very nice save from him there. But we need to be aware of the corner now as well. Sayer's going to be sending this one in. Goes towards the far post, but Phillips with a commanding header away. Diallo bringing it back at us though, and plays it through to Donnelly, and a fantastic tackle by Ari. Mensah clears it away. Sayer plays it back to McIlvin, and we're on the defence again here. Donnelly with a shot, but that one goes wide. Free kick from Sayer. It's headed poorly by Phillips, straight to Branthwaite, and he has absolutely buried it into the bottom corner. And that all comes as a result of a really poor header away by Phillips just there. I don't know where's he trying to put that. Put it to one of these four here. Puts it straight to him though. Free kick on the right again. Davis plays it short to Diallo. Back to McIlvin. And then Donnelly. Diallo goes back to McIlvin. Galumi. Back to McIlvin. And we're just sitting, slowly pressuring them. But now Donnelly plays it through to another Donnelly. And Ari with a good block. And then forces him outside the box, but it comes back in and across the box, and Goldberg doesn't manage to get a proper shot off. Throwing on the left for Palace here. Mensah heads it away, and Sharp comes short to collect it. Plays it inside to Maloney. We've got a chance to break here. We've got men going forward. Maloney has shot from range, and it's very easy for the keeper to save. Walsh plays it short to Ari from our goal kick. Sharp then heads it down to Maloney. A ball over the top was attempted, but it's easily dealt with and headed back to the goalkeeper. He plays it out to Davis on the right-hand side, who's going to bring it forward. Gets it to Diallo, and he's forced backwards, but then inside to Donnelly. And he gets it to his other Donnelly, then goes round Ari, forced wide, but Donnelly at the near post. And it's Donnelly to make it 2-0 to Crystal Palace. We came here knowing it was going to be a tough game. And we found ourselves 2-0 down in the first half. We've been doing quite well for the most part, but a couple of poor bits of defending have cost us. Not so much on that one compared to the first. And at half-time, 2-0 to Crystal Palace. Really unfortunate time for them to get that second. We're going to tell them we want to see more in the second half. And we might try something a little bit different as well as the half goes on. So we've got a throw-in on the left-hand side here now. Mensah goes to Fawn. He then plays it forward, but only as far as Leone. We're just over an hour gone here as Goldberg plays the ball through to Donnelly and forces Walsh into a very good save at his near post. Cottrell is going to send the corner in and Phillips heads it away. We're going to make a couple of changes now with Stevens coming on for Donaldson, as he's otherwise known. Barrow coming on for Higgins. And we'll bring Byrne on for Fawn. I think this game's kind of gone, so we're just going to get some fresh legs out there. We've got a late throw in here as Ari clears it away, gets it to Barrow. He then plays it through to Sharp. He's got Davani in the middle. Gets a cross in and Davani gets one back. We're going to go attacking. And right at the end of the game, we're going to send men forward. Let's see if we can get a shock result here. It's incredibly unlikely. I am aware. But if you get a goal that late on and you don't go for it, what's the point in being a football manager? Barrow with the brilliant ball through to Sharp here. And then whips a low cross in, which is absolutely perfect for Davani to bury. It wasn't to be. We still lost 2-1. Nice to see a bit of fight for us there. And also, it's nice to play one of the teams that are, challenging for the promotion spots. And we haven't gone there and got thrashed. We've given a good account of ourselves. We lost essentially due to an error from Phillips. If that doesn't happen, then the game arguably is 1-1. Depending on how you look at it. Obviously, things could have gone different otherwise. But you never know. We could have had 1-1 if it wasn't for that mistake. And we'll head to the FA Cup with a bit of confidence now. And the lineup for the game against Brentford, we've got Walsh in goal. A back three of Mackie, Stevens and York. And then Maloney is the holding midfielder. Higgins, Donaldson, Brown and Vukaj as the middle four. And then Sharp and Davani as the front two. Also, Brentford have Dean Smith in charge. The more you know. We've got an early corner here, which Higgins is going to play short to Donaldson. He gets it back to Higgins. Shot into the top of the net. And we lead 1-0 at home to Brentford in the FA Cup third round. What a start. And the Steve Clarke Stadium is looking absolutely packed today. And this is part of why. What a start to the game. And hopefully more of that to come. We've got a throw in now on the right. It's thrown short to Donaldson, who gets it into Higgins. Played back to Maloney. And then back to Mackie. A little bit too cautious for my liking there. Back to Stevens now as well. But then he goes long to the left-hand side. But only finds Sona, the right back for Brentford. The ball forward. Stevens heads across to Higgins. Down to Sharp. Back to Higgins. Donaldson. Back to Maloney. And back to York. We're playing it very cautious here. Ball over the top though. Has gone all the way through to Sharp, who's put it wide. Oh, what a chance. Free kick from deep for Brentford here. It's gone in and Gordon has headed it and it's gone just wide. That was a fantastic chance for Brentford. We're leading 1-0 at half-time. It's going quite well. Let's see if we can keep it up in the second half. We're going to tell them guard against complacency. Hopefully we can see this out. A corner for us has been headed away and it's fallen kindly for Rojas. Brown does really well to get a tackle in though. And then Vukaj goes back to Walsh. Long ball forward. Davani tries to head it on Sharp but doesn't manage to find him. Arnett for Brentford now. Plays it back to Rojas. Through to Arnett and a brilliant tackle from Mackie denies them. Maloney plays it short to Higgins. And then he tries to go past his man but doesn't manage to do so. Arnett gets the ball across and Vukaj heads away at the far post. But Sona's collected it, whips it back to the far post. Arnett hits the post and it bounces off Gordon to Walsh, who gratefully collects it. And that was a little bit close. Long ball forward has found Davani. He's sent it out to Higgins though. tries to get down the right, but his shot is blocked and breaks for Arnett. This is a long highlight, and I'm getting concerned as they break on us. Mack is there to try and prevent him, gets a block, and Higgins then goes back upfield. Sharp heads down to Donaldson. We'll bring Vukaj off for Fawn on the left-hand side of the midfield, and we'll also send Sheldon on for Sharp, just to be a pressing forward for the next 25 minutes or so. And exchange, we're going to bring Maloney off for Phillips to sit in as a defensive midfielder just because of that injury. I wanted to bring Higgins off for Barrow, really, but if we've got an injury, we're going to just get him off. And it is a fantastic 1-0 win for St Albans against Brentford. We are into the FA Cup 4th round after beating Premier League opposition. Yes, they were in our league last year. That's not the point. It's Premier League opposition that we've beaten today. And it's a fantastic result. Let's have a look at who we're going to draw in the 4th round. Here we go for the FA Cup 4th round draw. What we're looking for here is the usual. One of the lower league teams or one of the big Premier League teams. We are in a bit of a race against time to get this save finished before FM22. In fact, I don't think we're going to get it finished officially. My target was always to get to the Premier League and win the Premier League. Get to the Premier League, maybe. Win the Premier League, it's not happening. So we'll figure that out as we go. But nevertheless, we're going to do our best to get as much as we can done during the save. Hopefully we can, get to a decent ending point. Hopefully in the Premier League. But of course, we've got probably about 3 weeks until the beta for FM22. So really limited on time. We've drawn Swansea or Sheffield Wednesday in the 4th round. So a Championship or a League One team. We have recently beat Swansea as well. So we know Swansea we've got a good chance against. Okay, we lost 1-0 to them. I've lied to you. But nevertheless, 1-0. That's something we can turn around. Then the other option, knocked out in the... Oh, that's a Carabao Cup. Never mind. It's Swansea, who are currently sat in 5th, or Sheffield Wednesday, who are 7th in League One. I know who I'd rather play. But we'll find out who it's going to be in the next episode. What I think we might do is just come back for either the 5th round or somewhere around Newcastle and Charlton. We're going to just try and get through a nice chunk of the season again, with it in mind that, as I say, we've not got long left until FM22 launches. We're expecting the beta normally 2 weeks before, which by calculation means we've got about 3 weeks-ish until the beta. So, yeah, not a lot of time to get through as much of the save as we can. And I will be discussing what I'm going to be doing on FM22 very soon. Maybe this weekend might come out. If you have enjoyed that, please do leave a like down below. Comment your predictions for the FA Cup 4th round. Will we come back in the 5th round? Let me know what you think. Subscribe if you're enjoying the content on the channel. And thank you very much for watching.